just like left me and like was cheating on me and like showing me like pictures of like her new boyfriend, like her and stuff like that. And I had to turn the car around and come back. There was like a SUV in my yard. There was a guy putting a bag of Wendy's on my doorstep.
Wings. Wings never changes. Since the dawn of Richard, he has been crying and blaming all of his life's problems on anything but himself due to narcissism and gluttony. Years on, Richard's life has become an uninhabitable abyss of Pepsi Cola and Wendy's chili boxes. It was in this modular home Wings was born, and it is here that Wings will die, because in Trailer 101, no one ever enters and no one ever leaves, because Wings never changes.
Yeah, I went and got me a blankie. It's a little cold in the house. Scooby Doo, why'd you side with the Brotherhood? Like let me say this, right? Like if I ever got down to my goal weight, which is essentially 250 pounds. That's where my goal weight is. If I ever got down to it, I was going to get the whole Brotherhood of Steel thing on my bicep, and it's going to be like ad Victorium. But I hate Brotherhood of Steel and Fallout at this point, right? They make sense in a small quantities, right? But for the most part, the Bethesda Brotherhood of Steel is just a mockery of what the Brotherhood of Steel actually are. Like Brotherhood of Steel lived in bunkers. They worked on the self. They worshipped technology. They were introverts. They even had like ancestral problems and like breeding issues.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
What's the best birthday present I ever received? Kelly got me a baseball jersey one birthday. I mean, birthday blowjobs are pretty good too. Breeding issues. Kelly wanted to go to bed, and I was like, I got tired of it too. Well, you can't restream like the Brave stuff, man, because like that's baseball. They'll mess you up. Gotta have that express written consent. Cat Daddy, do I read direct private message? You can't private message me on Discord without being in my friends group. Like if you want to direct private message me, you have to do it through X. Check my email. Phil denied him duping souls in Demon Souls? No way. It's so obvious he duped souls. It's fine. A lot of people dupe souls in Souls games. Like it's a game at the end of the day. So why does it matter? Favorite Pop-Tart flavor? Apple cinnamon. Brown sugar cinnamon? Yeah, that one. Dude, I always looked at toaster strudel as like the knockoff, like Pop-Tart. Hair transplant win? As soon as I become a multimillionaire, bud. I get the hair transplant just for you. I've been through this enough to understand when people are trolling or not. See, yeah, I guess I fibbed there. I am nowhere close to under 400 pounds. I'm 446 last time I weighed, which is like a day or so ago. I lost a little bit, not as much as I need to. And I've been very active the last week or so. Can I explain why Fallout 4 saved my life? Sure. I was in a little bit of a rut and unhappy with myself. And this is 2016. This is before trolling even started.
Were you able to clear out those ghouls?
But like,
took care of those ghouls that were giving you trouble.
Like 2014, I got kicked off PK.
Great news.
And like that was, that's not the worst year of my life, but it's up there with one of the worst. And so I made like $9,000 in 2014. 2015 is when I started streaming, like entirely. Because I was just out there. I was running out of money. I'd cleaned my savings account out and everything like that, and I was just completely out of money. So I'm like, I got to do something. Let's try streaming again. And like people were very welcoming on streaming. Very welcoming, like very generous. Everybody liked watching me. We could kind of build like a little community on Twitch and stuff like that. Well, fast forward, I kind of hit a rut, and I was kind of gaining weight badly, and like the girl I was seeing at the time, like it just like left me and like was cheating on me, and like showing me like pictures of like her new boyfriend like fucking her and stuff like that, and it, like I was really down in the dumps. And then like I didn't have much to like want to continue on. And then like Fallout 4 got announced. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stick it out. I want to play Fallout 4. That's why, and that's what it is, and that's the whole basis of it. It gave me something to look forward to. It's not any testament of how good of a game it is or things like that, but like I liked Fallout New Vegas and 3 enough that, you know, I want to push through and play Fallout 4. And that's where it is. That's how I say Fallout 4 saved my life. It gave me a purpose when I didn't have one. Yeah, we're gonna finish Cuphead here soon. I usually try to save Cuphead for like an evening stream, but you gated open world version of this. What do you mean gated? Oops. Cheese fan, dude. I know you're deep into that troll community, man. Just leave me alone, man, please. I can see when you do. Apparently, what does that mean? What did you just ask me? Will I become a synth this run? I think you already are a synth. I'm a firm believer that your character was already a synthetic. I don't like doing reaction videos because I don't want to risk my channel getting strikes or anything like that. That was literally 6 years ago, Milo. Stop judging games by the cover. What do you mean, Tucker? I don't know the full quartering Kino Casino drama going on, but if it's just like a tisk, like a verbal argument, yeah, he's wrong for like, he's completely in the wrong for like trying to like tag their channel and stuff like that. That's him being an asshole is what it is. Like freedom of speech is a thing, right? As long as Kino Casino is not actively sending people to fuck with his life and just like reacting to what they see, that's fine. Again, like if I ever start uploading videos again, I'm taking Breaking Bank's channel down. Like as soon as I start uploading again, Lumix the Breaking Bank was going away. Energy to Muppet. I don't want to talk about any kind of money stuff, Strasburg's fan. I'm sorry. Last time I had a hug, Kelly hugged me today. Tanking and spanking. Nah, we're not ViewBot. If I was ViewBot, I'd have more than 300. Thoughts on the age of consent should be 18 years old. Like, it is crazy. Like, dog, this is what anime does to your brain, players. Like, don't watch that shit. If you ever wonder what Harry Dresden, because he says his name is Harry Dresden, right? But like, this is Harry Dresden. He's like a anime character-ish. Like, he's in these books and shit like that. And he's actually, if you see Harry Dresden also wears a trench coat. How would I react if that happened to me? Like some dude came to my door, like looking for like somebody in my house, and that happens? I mean, like that dude took it way nicer than I would have. I'm taking that as a threat at that point, honestly. And I don't take that lightly. Like I'm taking that as a threat if he breaks into my house. Dude, I can barely grow hair. You talking about dreadlocks and a cornrow? Are you joking? What's the weirdest fan interaction you ever had? I had like a little boy come with his parents to meet me. Well, let me get the proper reaction here. I had a guy, he was a young kid, right? Young kid. And I wasn't home at the time, but like I forgot my wallet or something and I had to turn the car around and come back. And when I got back, there was like a SUV in my yard, and there was a guy putting a bag of Wendy's on my doorstep, and he had a note in there, right? And it was like a young kid, and his parents were in town, and they were visiting, and he wanted to come see Wings. So like I introduced myself to his parents and all. We took pictures and everything, and we went about our day. And after he left, he said he got me some Wendy's chili. And so after he left, I took the Wendy's inside and I looked in. And he had like a napkin. He like wrote a note on the napkin. And like, dude, I have the note on my ex right now. I could read it out, but people have heard about it before. And it basically he's talking about fucking my wife and that I was fat and that I love Wendy's chili and here's some of that shit that you like and all that mess. That's 100% how it went down. No, I don't eat food unless it's DoorDashed. Like anytime like somebody brings something or drops it, like a lot of people like drop off like 2-liter Pepsis like at my door. Like I have like these stone pillars on the outside of my driveway, so every now and then people will leave Pepsis and shit like out there. And I don't fuck with those. I don't know what people could put in them. I'm sure most of them are fine, but it's just one of those things. Like, don't trust anything that you have to put in your computer or your body if you don't know where it came from. They basically ordered me a salad with nothing. No tomatoes, no onions, no meat, nothing. No dressing. It was just iceberg lettuce. It's like, oh, yeah, throw that bitch right in the trash. Yeah, burrito full of onions, yeah. That was crazy, too. Yeah, they ended up getting me banned off DoorDash. Like, I can't get DoorDash delivery or anything like that. How often do people DoorDash me stuff? There was a period where I would get like 7 DoorDashes a stream. It was crazy. I like to ball my toilet paper up and make a big old protective shell around my hand and wipe. Would I consider doing a Braves broadcast? Maybe. Nobody says, bro, you have fungal rash all over your face and you just say your hands are clean. Obviously not. How about, I don't know how you can just be okay with it. I think my face is getting clearer. Like, it's clearing up. Like, it's starting to dry out now. Like, it takes about a week for my cream to work. But my face breaks out late, generally with like stress of life more so than anything else. I don't know what it's called. It, like, my dermatologist gives it to me, which I had a little bit left, and I got in a dermatologist appointment. I've been getting a May now to go back and get some more because my refills ran out. Oh my Lord, everybody's got their own theory of why my face breaks out. I got you, buds. Thank you for the concern. It's getting better. It was bad a week ago. Like, the cream I use is a medicated cream, and it's really good. It's really strong. It kind of burns your face when you put it on, but like it does wonders for it. Like, it's almost completely cured up now. Like, one more treatment and it'll completely be gone, but you can't use it. You can't use the cream every day. It says only use it once every 3 days because it'll really dry out your skin and cause like little burns on your face. No, it doesn't itch. If you don't look in the mirror, you can never tell you have it. I heard I was going to do a cave diving stream. Nah, I'm not doing any kind of cave diving. Shit, it might be, you know what else might be fun? Getting shot at, but I ain't trying to do it. There's another time I got close to death, but I don't know. Like, when I was little, like, I wasn't paying attention, and I walked into the road, and my grandma pulled me back, and a car came. I remember that. What does my house smell like? Fresh linen. Why did he hit me? He was swinging at, my brother was left-handed, and he was swinging at a ball, and he let go of the bat, and it flew around, popped me right in the head right there. Right over here. See where these dimples are? You're right in the head right there. All right, Chiefs fan, you gotta go, bud. Can I tell the dehydrated Slim Fast story? Sure. I got you, boys. We ain't doing no walking. So I'm a fat dude. I don't know if you guys realize this yet or not, but as a fat dude, I've tried a lot of weight loss products, and this was 2009, 2010 ish, right? And I was on PKA and stuff like that, and let me start here. I went to Walgreens and I found a huge case of like chocolate Slim Fast, like one of those big buckets like this, right? And I've never been the type of dude that reads the directions. I just don't. I just try to wing it as hard as I fucking can and try to figure it out. And if I can't figure it out, it ain't for me. So like, I read the directions how to make it, but I didn't read any of the warning signs on Slim Fast. And Slim Fast is pretty good. It tastes like kind of like chocolate milk. It's not bad at all. But if you drink Slim Fast and you're not drinking enough water, it dehydrates you. Bad. I'm talking about bad. So I'm doing this Slim Fast, living my best life, trying to lose this weight, trying not to be a 400-pound land monster no more. And I get constipated. And like, I hate being constipated. It's one of the worst feelings in the world. And I just can't shit, dog. I sit down on the toilet, I try to pass it. And keep in mind, I don't like anything going up my butt. Don't like it. Don't like my butt being messed with whatsoever. So like, I don't want to do an enema whatsoever. Because I used to be, as a little boy, I was afraid of the dark. And we had this single wide trailer that we lived in. This is the one I talk about with all the roaches. But the bathroom, there was only one bathroom in this single wide trailer, and it was all the way at the end of a long hallway. And there was no light in this hallway, so it would be pitch black. So there's a living room, hallway. There's my room to the left. You go down, there's a master bedroom. Before you get to the master bedroom, to the left again, there's another bathroom. And I was afraid, and this is going to sound stupid as fuck, before it goes out here, but I was afraid that a shark would jump out of the out of my room and eat me if I went down that dark hallway and kill me, right? So when I was a kid, I held it and I held it and I held it till all my poop backed up, and I had to go to the emergency room. So like that traumatized me a little bit to the point of like not wanting to do the enema again. So I'm constipated for like a week and a half. Like every day is like bloated, gassy feeling, constantly sitting on the toilet, straining. I just can't poop, and I feel like I gotta poop at all times. I know I'm like backing up. So I get to the point I've had enough. I go to Walgreens again, and I get the 2 enemas. But I run to the toilet, and like I've been backed up, and my shit's dried out so much that like once you hit an enema, everything that's sitting up there that's been clogging you up is ready to come out. It's coming out. So I run to the bathroom and I slam down, and like my legs go like completely straight, like a cartoon character, and it comes out fast and furious. I'm talking about machine gun, like that kind of stuff. But there was a piece that didn't get hit with the enema, but it was coming out with momentum, and that piece was coming down so fast it twisted and turned sideways like this, and my butt couldn't expel it. And I literally get up, holding my stomach, and my pants are hanging down my on my fucking ankles, and I'm like, you got to break it up for me. So I lay down on the bed, and she has to take rubber gloves and like break up that turd so I can pass it. And that's the sideways turd story. That's the only thing I can think about, because I was in so much pain. Like, it wasn't like constipated pain. It was like somebody stuck a fist in your ass pain. Like, it was bad. Bad. Like, it was, oh my Lord. Like, it was like your legs feeling numb and you're paralyzed bad. That sounds like a threat, John. Check private equity companies in South Carolina. It wasn't that bad. She literally just like stuck her finger up my butt. Like poop doesn't have that much consistency when it comes against a physical object, dude. Because it was painful. Like it literally it went sideways. Think of having like I don't know how to explain it. It felt like somebody punched me in the ass. Is what it felt like though. It literally felt like somebody fucking hit me with an uppercut right off the toilet into the wall. I've never had a Pepsi enema. That was actually the last time I've been constipated in my life, honestly. Like I haven't been constipated since. And like I've never even come close to being constipated since the weight loss surgery. Like I don't think I've had like completely solid stool since 2018. Let's see, I'm a raider. What are you going to do, Wings, if I come to your settlement? Watch you get shot by all the machine guns. Wings, are you going to be raided? And I'm taking all your food and caps. Yeah, I said that, Milo. Like, when I used to do Walking 365, I would listen to the Fallout 4 theme. And, like, I pictured myself having a German Shepherd. And we were walking, and I walked all the way and lost all the weight. And at the end of my walk, it's like, let's go home, boy. That was my little fantasy when I walked. I mean, it's something to do. Because, like, walking 2.5, 3 miles for me took, like, 45 minutes. So, like, every day on Walking 365, I had to, like, it took me like an hour plus to get everything done between walking and videoing and talking and stuff like that. So that was an hour every day. I just got to walking, clear my head, and I would listen to music. But at the same time, it's like you're in your head the whole time you're walking because you're just like looking at the road. Wings, where were you and what were you doing when 9/11 happened? I was in second period English class, and they sent me to second period English class just started, and they sent me to the office to like turn some kind of paperwork in. I forgot what it was, but like And I remember when I got to the office, we had these old big TVs in the top corner of all the school. I got to the office and like everybody was sitting there staring at the TV. So I put the paper down where I was supposed to put the paper down. I walked back to English class. And by the time I got to English class, I got a good look at the TV in English class. And you could see the building fucking smoking, the first one. And like, I'm like, what happened? And like, everybody's like, oh, a plane hit the World Trade Center. And like, nobody knew why a plane hit the World Trade Center, but we knew that a plane hit the World Trade Center. And we was all sitting there looking at it and sitting there talking about it. And then all of a sudden, another plane hits the World Trade Center. And they're like, oh shit, we're actually under attack. Because like the second one was surreal. It's like it didn't, like it felt like it shouldn't have existed, but it did. Oh, I wasn't close to World Trade Center. I was in South Carolina. Somebody asked me what happened where I was at 9/11. That's where I was at. I was in school. No, I did see the most recent episode of the PK drinking thing. What they say. I'm sure it has something to do with me. That's why you're telling me about it. I forgot for the rest of the day, honestly. Like, I remember seeing it hit the Pentagon and they talked about it, but like most of that day we spent like listening to the TV and like they actually piped in like the news to all the classrooms and stuff like that, and they would like go to the loudspeaker and like, you know, turn the TV to channel blah 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 blah, and like I forgot how the closed circuit TV worked in school.
Market's the white bill.
We tried to like save money by switching from Food Line to Aldi's, but like the taste is so much trash. Like I'm like the 10 to 20% markup is worth it. I'm too bougie. I gotta have Kraft macaroni and cheese. I can't eat Aldi's magic elbow cheese. I think I've answered this question before. Like I wouldn't mind doing another podcast with Woody. David Joffe's up there. Like, I wouldn't mind doing a podcast like Woody and David Joffe. That would be more of a left-wing leaning podcast, honestly. But I think that would be good. Like, there's certain people I know that would be interesting to do a podcast with, but I feel like they have too much of a career to, like, be fully out there. Somebody like Alex Stein, for example. I feel like me and Alex Stein could do, like, almost like a frenemies podcast where I'm left-wing and he's right-wing. But like he's way bigger than me and I'm too much of a liability to like being like centered around. I wouldn't mind doing like a food podcast review, bro. That'd be tight too. Like Kelly got his Firehouse subs today. I got a meatball sub in the kitchen in there. That's what Din Din is. I have a Circle bottle. Like the problem is like the flavor doesn't last that long and it gets expensive quick. No, soda. Well, soda itself does make you bigger, but like I overdrink soda, and like. If I'm having my way, I drink like 6 Cokes a day, or like 6 12-ounce Cokes a day. Let's see if I can make an arch. Like I try to play video games because they make me happy. That's it. Like I'm not really a competitive first-person shooter guy anymore. So like I tend to play video games strictly for like however they make my brain feel. Any tips for streaming? I would like to throw my hat into the ring. All right, so if you want to stream, you want to be successful at it, and you don't want to stream to 0 people. You really need to start with a niche community and move into a popular community. Start with whatever game that you're good at that isn't popular and move into it. You need to create content based off of your stream.
Looking to trade?
That could easily be
Sure. Let's take a look.
See something you like.
clicked on, for
Buy it.
example, like
Stock moves fast.
say you stream Resident Evil or you like Resident Evil. Like make Resident Evil type videos. Like there's a couple guys I watched that pretty much their entire channel is just stream content, but they still they cut out and edit certain things or edit their videos down and be like Resident Evil 0, where did it go wrong, blah 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 blah, and then they like cut it down to like all their stream content, then playing a playthrough of Resident Evil 0 on stream, which is long form, and they make it short form. And they just make it concise so people don't have to sit through the entire stream, but people can sit through the stream if you want to, because like you understand, like streaming at its core is something that people put on in the side just to hear your voice. They want to hear your voice. They want to hear what you want to talk about, and they want you to be like engaging with them. So like, but to do that, you got to attract people to it. So you need to do it on multiple platforms. You need to do it on like YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and this is where I mess up at, right? I don't have all these platforms, and I'm going to remedy that soon. But I came prearranged because I already done the YouTube thing before the streaming thing, so I already had like a fan base there, and I did other things to grow a fan base like locale, PKA, the show. Find other content creators of similar size and then collaborate with them, talk to each other, create a community. Because you're not going to get rich doing this. Most people don't get rich doing this, but you can make enough to, fund a hobby or upgrade your equipment or whatever you need to do, whatever your goal is. But remember, at the end of the day, it's still a job. And this thing, I think a lot of people forget that. Dude, nobody said comparing a 12-hour shift in a coal mine to a 4-hour Call of Duty stream. Nobody said that, right? But you got to understand, I don't do streaming the right way. I don't. I should be, as soon as I get off this, I should be editing this video and cutting it down and creating at least a short and maybe one video or maybe two videos out of the stream itself. Because there was there's the Nutty Putty story moment. That could be a short where I didn't react that well to it, so I probably wouldn't do that. But there's the poop story I said in this thing that could be cut out and be a short, or it could be its own video, or I could take that and the streaming advice, cut that down and make its own video. I could be cutting up the Cuphead stuff and making a condensed playthrough of it when it's all said and done. There's all kinds of ideas that can be happen out there to create content that would actually drive more people to my streams. Like I said, I don't do my job right. But doing my job right, there's a lot of planning and foresight and editing and all the other things on the side. And then there's also doing long form content where I just create content just for YouTube. Why does it matter what I just typed? Do I ask you what you're typing in your phone, Wendy? Was it gone 5 minutes?